The protagonist found a hidden cave. Although spacious, it wasn't very comfortable to live in. Fortunately, the villager set contained a magic tent and a magic lantern. Night fell in the blink of an eye. The protagonist gathered some branches and lit them with a skill. Feeling the warmth of the fire, he realized the given garbage skills might not be so useless after all. Soon, it was the next day. The protagonist took out the versatile villager set, which contained not only a pot, but also plenty of meat. After some cooking, he quickly prepared his first breakfast. After eating, he apologized to the villager profession. Who knew the given items would be so practical? Later, the protagonist went out again to search for food. With the help of the appraisal skill, he easily found what he needed. However, the trouble was the forest was full of monsters. Although the protagonist could sense them in advance, he was terrified upon seeing their stats. Even a low-level goblin had ridiculously high attributes. The protagonist initially wanted to flee, but then it occurred to him, as long as he stayed in the forest, he would have to fight eventually. So, he took out the wooden stick from the villager set and infused it with magic. After preparing thoroughly, he immediately attacked a goblin. While it was stunned, he swiftly delivered a fatal blow, killing it on the spot. Another goblin noticed something was wrong and began to counterattack. The protagonist expected a tough fight, but surprisingly, the goblin's moves were too monotonous and couldn't hit him at all. In the end, the protagonist killed the goblin with a magic ray. Night fell again in the blink of an eye. The protagonist began checking his ability values. He had successfully reached level 2, and all his attributes had doubled. By the third day, the protagonist was no longer cautious, as he could now infuse magic into his entire body to strengthen himself. The low-level monsters in the forest posed no threat at all. So, the protagonist boldly sought out a few high-level goblins to test his skills. As expected, he defeated them all with a single strike. From then on, the protagonist spent his days fighting goblins to level up, and his nights studying magic. Soon, it was the 5th day. The protagonist's base had become luxurious, but he was getting tired of eating dried meat every day. So, at night, he decided to hunt some live prey. Unexpectedly, he discovered his classmates who had crossed over with him earlier. The protagonist wanted to join them, but he quickly dismissed the idea. After all, he had always been isolated in class, and he had already grown to love living alone. From now on, he would venture through the other world alone, complete the final quest, and return to his original world.